Let's go ahead and talk about the four forces of flight. And first, let's start with a fixed wing aircraft. Now, this is an actual aircraft, but this could also be a model aircraft. The same exact thing is going to apply to that airplane. So the first thing that we have is the lift. And the lift is going to be located right here, as you can see. Now, the vector that I'm showing you right here is going to be just a representation of the overall lift created by the wing. As you can imagine, there's a lot of tiny little vectors all across the wing that is creating lift that will add up to one big vector, which is what we represent here. Now, opposite to the lift is going to be our weight. And the weight is going to be, well, you're familiar with it. It's the weight of an object. This little remote right here has a weight. If we talk about this airplane right here, it has a weight. Any object on Earth has a weight. And that weight is always going to be pointing towards the center of the Earth. And we'll talk about that in the next video. The weight opposes the lift. Then we have something called thrust. Thrust is what is created by our engine, in this case, by the propeller that's attached to the engine. And opposite to weight, because as we move through the air, we have drag. Drag is created every time that an object is moving through the air. It would be perfect if we could fly and not have any drag. In real life, we do, so we have to take that into account. So we're going to take a look at each of these forces right here, and then we're going to take a look at how they are created, why they are created, and why it's important that we understand these forces. In a rotorcraft, when you have, for example, a little Mavic, I'm using this example right here. This is what I'm going to be using as a prop, as a model. This is the Mavic 2. And the reason I'm using this is because it's nice and small and it will fit on the camera. This is considered a rotorcraft. This is a quadcopter. So it has 4 motors right here with propellers on it. And it looks a little different than the one that you have in the slides, but it's the same principle, the same idea. So on the rotorcraft, what we have is 4 forces as well. We have lift. Lift is going to be created by the motors of the rotorcraft. Then we have our weight, that's going to be opposite to the lift. And then as we start moving forward, then we're going to have thrust and opposite to it, because we're creating thrust because we're moving through the air. Then we're also going to have drag. All right, so these are the 4 forces of flight, and we're going to go over each of them individually and talk about why they are created and how they are created.